Ever wonder if the Hollywood life is truly lasting? Or do most stars burn out faster than you think? We're taking a look at the most timeless celebs who keep on slaying, despite years of being in the industry. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to The Taco. Hit that like button too. Now, let's get started. Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie, born into the Hollywood scene, has been a professional actress since she was 16. Her breakthrough was thanks to HBO film Gia in 1998. With her unique features that often got her bullied as a child, Jolie slayed the role of supermodel Gia Karanji. She then went on to steal the show as Lara Croft in the 2001 film Tomb Raider. Jolie is an actress we can never forget, even though she's laying low for the meantime. She's focusing on her 6 children and showing the world that post-Brad Pitt breakup, she's nailing the role as supermom. Jeff Goldblum. The most popular park in the world today may be a fictional one filled with dinosaurs. Yes, we're talking about Jurassic Park. Spielberg's blockbuster film was released 25 years ago, but who could forget the quips and quotes by the velvet-voiced Jeff Goldblum? His portrayal of Dr. Ian Malcolm is so iconic that he has a 25-foot statue of him displayed in London's South Bank. Jeff Goldblum is still slaying it today. He has cameos in the latest Jurassic films, as well as Thor, Ragnarok, and Isle of Dogs. If there's anyone we should be cloning, it's Jeff Goldblum. Cate Blanchett. When it comes to women in Hollywood, there always seems to be a time limit to their careers. Cate Blanchett is one of the women who proved that there's no expiration date on talent. At just 29 years old, she won her first Golden Globe for her role as Queen Elizabeth I in the 1998 film Elizabeth. Cate is now a favorite of a younger audience because of her role as the supervillain sister of Thor in Thor Ragnarok. Cate Blanchett is now an Oscar-winning actress who also speaks out about the refugee crisis and the Time's Up movement. Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep has been killing it in Hollywood since the 70s. In 1978, she earned her first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress in the film The Deer Hunter. Her first Academy Award was for her role in Kramer vs. Kramer. Since then, Meryl Streep has been nominated 21 times for an Oscar, breaking the world record. She is definitely one of the most talented actresses of our time. At the age of 69, Meryl is still slaying. Not only is the shouting Meryl Streep one of the most popular memes online, she's dominating the screen with Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, alongside Cher. When Cher was 51 years old, she was already labeled a has-been. Everyone thought the days of Sonny and Cher were well over. That is until she pioneered the use of auto-tune in 1998. 20 years ago, Cher made a massive comeback with her song Believe. It skyrocketed to the top of the Billboard charts, becoming the biggest selling single by a woman in UK history. Now at the age of 72, Cher is rocking it on screen in the 2018 film Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, as Meryl Streep's glamorous mother. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston inspired women of all ages back in the 90s. She is known by the whole world due to her portrayal of Rachel Green in the hit sitcom Friends. Aniston went on to star in a bunch of box office hits that are mostly romantic comedies or comedies. She's definitely more than just a pretty face. Nowadays, Jennifer Aniston is one of the highest paid actresses in Hollywood. She may have split from both Brad Pitt and Justin Theroux, but Jen don't need no man. Aniston has several movies and television series lined up in the coming years. You go, girl. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is now a superstar, but she's still slaying as Jenny from the Block. She's been working in the Hollywood scene since the late 90s as both an actress and a singer. Her music career blew up in 1999, and she's been producing hit after hit ever since. Who can forget dancing to Waiting for Tonight? At the age of 49, J-Lo is looking better than ever. She's now a judge on NBC's World of Dance, the world's biggest dance competition. Over 20 years later, and she's still got the moves. Will Smith. Do you remember the days of Will Smith, the rapper? He was definitely getting jiggy with it ever since. He showed off his talent and love for acting as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in the 90s. Now, Smith is one of the biggest movie stars in the world. He's taken on roles in dramas, comedies, and action films, showing his incredible range. Will Smith is still up and at it at the age of 50. He's a great dad to kids Willow and Jaden, who are also making waves in the entertainment industry. He was most recently in the Netflix TV movie Bright. He went back to the recording studio for the 2018 FIFA World Cup anthem Live It Up with Nicky Jam and Era Estrophy. Halle Berry. Halle Berry took the world by storm by playing Storm in X-Men back in the year 2000. Just when she blew everyone away with her looks and acting skills, she donned the famous black Catwoman suit in 2004. A curve-hugging leather suit may be a thing of the past for a lot of women, but a lot of women aren't Halle Berry. Can you believe the stunning actress is now 51 years old? She takes to Instagram often to show off a fit body and gravity-defying yoga poses that millions can only dream of. She doesn't look a day over 30. Mila Kunis. Ever since she was 10 years old, Mila Kunis has been captivating audiences with her charm. She had minor roles in Baywatch and Seventh Heaven back in the late 90s. She even played the young version of Angelina Jolie's character, Gia Karanji, in Gia. But the role that launched her to stardom would be her portrayal of Jackie Burkhardt in That 70s Show. It's where she met the love of her life and future husband, Ashton Kutcher. She may have drawn out tons of laughs with the 2016 film Bad Moms, but she's far from a bad mom to daughter Wyatt. She's got a few movies coming up, proving that life doesn't end with a husband and children. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's been through a lot of rejection starting out on television. She managed to power through it and is now a household name for generations to come. Oprah overcame poverty, sexual abuse, and race issues to become one of the most famous women of all time. Oprah's empire includes all platforms: film, television, print, radio, and the internet. She's come a long way from hosting the Oprah Winfrey Show. Oprah is worth $3 billion and is the CEO of her own network, OWN. She's been awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013 by former President Obama. She also received the Cecil B. DeMille Award during the Golden Globes in 2018, and her speech prompted calls for her to run for president. Justin Timberlake. One of the cutest faces in the Mickey Mouse Club belonged to Justin Timberlake. This former Disney kid is not like any other child stars. His career didn't crash and burn at an early age. Timberlake went on to become one of the most popular entertainers in the recent decades. He went from bringing sexy back to suggesting Zuckerberg drops the in the social network. Both his film and music career is alive and well today, proving that he's truly a triple threat. He's ventured into comedy with The Lonely Island and regularly does skits with Jimmy Fallon. Not only is he making our hearts skip a beat, he's making us cry from laughing too. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow is no stranger to Hollywood. Born to the Tony Award-winning actress Blythe Danner and TV producer Bruce Paltrow, Gwyneth has been acting ever since she was a child. In 1998, she wowed the Academy with her role in Shakespeare in Love and bagged her first Oscar for Best Actress. She's popular for her role as Pepper Potts in the Iron Man films and for coining the term conscious uncoupling. At 45, Gwyneth is unstoppable. She's now engaged to Glee co-creator Brad Falchuk and can still rock no makeup looks. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett's been gracing the screen ever since she was 13. Her role in 1998's The Horse Whisperer brought her critical acclaim. Nowadays, she's most known for her role as Black Widow in the Avengers films. Natasha Romanoff's skin-tight outfit is a hard feat to pull off, but Scarlett Johansson beats bad guys effortlessly in it. She even does her own stunts. Most actresses would switch up their roles once they hit the 30s and 40s, but not Scarlett. At 33, she's got more films as Black Widow coming up. One is a standalone film focused solely on Black Widow's story. Scarlett Johansson started out in Hollywood 20 years ago, but she's not going anywhere just yet. Demi Moore. Can you believe that Demi Moore is 55 years old? She still has that glow that delighted audiences ever since her General Hospital days. In 1995, Demi Moore made history by being the highest paid actress at the time. She was paid $12.5 million for her role in Striptease. Moore has been through several rough patches in her personal life. She focused on raising her 3 daughters and didn't come back to the screen until 2003 with Charlie's Angels 2, Full Throttle. In the film, she went toe-to-toe with Cameron Diaz in a bikini and rocked it. Now, Demi is working on a variety of projects and was a recurring character on the show Empire. Drew Barrymore. While E.T. was busy being taken by Reese's Pieces, we were busy being charmed by the 7-year-old Drew Barrymore. Barrymore founded her own production company, Flower Films, in 1995. She racked up movie roles and proved her strength as a rom-com leading lady. She then starred in the blockbuster hit Charlie's Angels and has been a mainstay in Hollywood ever since. Now, Drew Barrymore is an actress, producer, and director. She's both executive producer and star of Netflix's Santa Clarita Diet, proving that women over 40 can still have it all. Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts skyrocketed to fame with Pretty Woman, and she can still claim the name today. Since then, she stole the hearts of many with her iconic roles in Notting Hill, My Best Friend's Wedding, and Closer. She won an Academy Award for Erin Brockovich 18 years ago. She may be 50, but she doesn't look a day over 30. Julia Roberts recently lent her voice to the Smurfs and is starring in the thriller television series Homecoming by Amazon. According to her Instagram page, she's currently rocking a blonde hairdo, and it suits her now more than ever. Tyra Banks. The search for America's Next Top Model was spearheaded by Tyra Banks in 2003. By then, Banks was already a renowned supermodel. She was the first African-American woman to be on the cover of GQ, Sports Illustrated, and in a Victoria's Secret lingerie catalog. 20 years later, Tyra is still slaying. She's still got her supermodel bod at the age of 44. She still produces America's Next Top Model and is currently filming TV movie Life Size 2. With all of her glamorous looks and selfies on Instagram, we're finding it hard to believe that this model has been in the business for over 2 decades. Julie Andrews. No one can forget the stern but lovable nanny Julie Andrews played in 1964. Mary Poppins is only one of the many unforgettable films Julie Andrews starred in. She breathed so much life into her role as Maria in The Sound of Music. The younger generations love her as the Queen of Genovia in The Princess Diaries. Now, at the age of 82, there's nothing stopping Julie Andrews from being the grandmother of our dreams. Her most recent projects were the Netflix show for children called Julie's Green Room and a voice acting gig in Despicable Me 3. No matter what Julie Andrews is up to, we're behind it. She'll keep on slaying. Britney Spears. Hit Me Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again are timeless tunes. It's only fitting that Britney Spears, despite all the ups and downs in her life, is still slaying 20 years later. At 36 years old, with 2 children, Britney's still got it going on. She's been touring around the world and dancing non-stop at every show. She always shows off cute outfits and a toned set of abs on her Instagram page. Her latest and 24th fragrance, Prerogative, is a gender-neutral fragrance for all. When she isn't rocking the stage with snappy choreography, she's bonding with her 2 growing boys. Steve Harvey. Before he was a famous TV host, Steve Harvey was working odd jobs fresh out of college. He eventually found his calling on stage as a comedian in the late 80s. By the 90s, he was hosting The Steve Harvey Show. His career as a host kept growing until he landed the gig on Family Feud in 2010. There, he truly found his home. He was able to sharpen his comedic skills while relating to everyday people. It's been over 20 years since his first hosting gig on TV, but Steve Harvey is still going strong. He's now hosting Little Big Shots and is the head of the Steve Harvey Foundation. Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd started out as the boy next door in Clueless, before going on to become a comedy staple in both film and television. He swept Phoebe off her feet in the hit series Friends, before working with Judd Apatow on a bunch of comedies. He's appeared in several iconic movies like The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Anchorman, and I Love You Man. No one was expecting his next major role to be a superhero one, more so along the side of the rest of the Avengers. In 2015, Paul Rudd secured his timeless celebrity status when he played Scott Lang in Ant-Man. It helps that Paul Rudd ages like fine wine. At the age of 49, he keeps us wanting more. Sandra Bullock. The Blind Side Oscar-winning actress Sandra Bullock is definitely not out of the game. At the age of 53, she's proven to be one of the most renowned actresses in the world. Where has she gone after her blockbuster hit Miss Congeniality? Sandra's been slaying on screen. She dominated the box office with comedies The Proposal and The Heat, before switching to the dramatic role in Gravity in 2013. Her latest project was the all-female spin-off Ocean's 8, which featured Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, and Sarah Paulson. Sandra Bullock is an Academy Award favorite who continuously nails any role she tackles. We're excited to see her future work. Samuel L. Jackson. Before Samuel L. Jackson was Nick Fury in The Avengers or Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction. He was in Spike Lee's Jungle Fever in 1991. This breakthrough role put Samuel L. Jackson on the map and won him a special jury prize for Best Supporting Actor at the Cannes International Film Festival. Jackson now has over 21 awards for his acting skills. He's now one of the highest paid actors of all time and is active in charities and political movements. Samuel L. Jackson recently reprised his role as Frozone in Incredibles 2 and has 8 projects lined up in the near future. He may be 69, but he isn't ready to retire yet. Robert Downey Jr. Did you know that Robert Downey Jr. was a member of Saturday Night Live in the 1980s? He's certainly come a long way from funny skits on television. His bad boy reputation in Hollywood juxtaposed his incredible gift for acting and performing. He was critically acclaimed for his portrayal as Charlie Chaplin back in 1992. RDJ was even nominated for an Oscar for this role. But up until 2003, Downey was constantly in the news for scandals and substance abuse. He made a dramatic comeback with his roles in Tropic Thunder, Sherlock Holmes, and ultimately, The Avengers as Iron Man. He rose up from drug abuser to box office star and is now enjoying his life as a husband and father. There you have it. These are some of the most timeless celebs in Hollywood. Who were your most favorites? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.